I want to kiss Mike's big juicy lips.
You want to kiss me?
Indeed.
Are you gonna keep fighting, Mike? You gonna keep fighting?
Ooh. You know, listen, I'm gonna say this. I have a 14-year-old son, and something happened. Me and my wife was talking about the fight, and my son said, "Why? Why are you doing it?" And for a moment, I didn't know what to say. You know, for that moment, I didn't know what to say. He said, "Why are you doing it?" I said, "Why?" He had that little add why.
Yeah.
And I felt sad for a moment. I said, "Wow." I said, "Because I'm the best that ever did it. That's why."
Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old, but he's not done fighting. In fact, he wants another shot at Jake Paul, and he's planning to fight Floyd Mayweather first. Yes, you heard that right.
Getting back into training, or are you going to take a break from boxing?
No, I'll probably start next month.
Let's talk about what's going on with Iron Mike and why he wants to step back into the ring after one of the most talked about fights in boxing history.
And that's why I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this motherfucker out, and we're gonna see who's dead. We will see who's dead. We will see who's dead, Mike. We will.
As soon as I catch this guy, it's going to be running around, but as soon as I catch this guy, it's going to be totally over.
So here's the situation. Last year, in November 2024, Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul at the AT&T Stadium in Texas. Over 70,000 people showed up to watch, and more than 60 million households tuned in on Netflix. It was huge, but the fight itself, not so great. Jake Paul won by decision after 8 rounds. The judges scored it heavily in Paul's favor. Tyson only landed 18 punches out of 97 tries. Paul hit him 78 times. Many people called it one of the worst boxing matches they'd ever seen. Some fans even thought the fight was fixed because it looked so bad. But here's what most people didn't know at the time. Tyson was really sick, like really sick. In June 2024, just months before the fight, Tyson had a serious health problem on a plane flying from Miami to Los Angeles. He got dizzy and felt sick because of an ulcer problem. But it was way worse than that. Tyson later said he almost died. He needed 8 blood transfusions. He lost half his blood and dropped 25 pounds in the hospital. He had to fight just to get healthy enough to actually fight Jake Paul. Tyson didn't want to use his health as an excuse after losing, but now he's opening up about it. In a recent interview with Hard Rock Bet, Tyson said, "I was really ill. I didn't want to use that for an excuse, but I had some real bad health problems. But I'm fine now." He went on to say, "I have no excuses. I feel good right now. This is the best I've felt. I can't wait to start getting in the ring. I learned a lot from my last fight." So what did he learn? Well, Tyson admits he made mistakes in training. He says he worked too hard and was too intense. He explains, "I left a lot of my fight in the gym. I worked too hard. I was too intense. I was too extreme. I need to relax more." This is interesting because Tyson was training at that super high level for the first time as an older guy. He's basically saying he overtrained and burned himself out before the actual fight even happened. Now, fast forward to today, Tyson has a fight scheduled with Floyd Mayweather in the spring of 2026. They're saying it might happen in March or April, but there's no official date yet. This is an exhibition fight, which means it's more for show and won't count on their official records like the Paul fight did. Mayweather is 48 years old and retired from professional boxing back in 2017 after beating Conor McGregor. He's had a perfect record throughout his career, with 50 wins and no losses. He's won titles in 5 different weight classes and had some of the biggest money fights in boxing history against guys like Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez. Tyson seems really excited about this fight. He said, "This is really serious. It's going to supersede all the fights and all the glory he had before this. This is taking boxing to a new level, almost God status." When asked if he thinks he can knock Mayweather out, Tyson said, "It looks like he's going to get knocked out." That's a bold statement considering Mayweather has never been knocked out in his entire career. But here's the relationship between them. Even though they've talked trash about each other for years, Tyson says they're actually on good terms. He explained, "I think I got a pretty decent relationship with him. I don't hate him. I don't have any harsh feelings. This is what fighting's all about. It's about business." And Tyson is being honest about the money side of things. He made $20 million from the Jake Paul fight. Right after that fight, he spent $13 million on a mansion in Florida. So clearly, these fights are helping him financially. But there's something potentially messy coming up. There are reports that Floyd Mayweather might fight Manny Pacquiao again. Netflix is supposedly looking into making that rematch happen. If that goes through, it could cancel the Tyson fight. When asked about this, Tyson said, "I wish I could give you some input, but I have no idea what you're talking about as far as those two guys fighting." So either he really doesn't know, or he's just avoiding the drama. Now here's the big news that has everyone talking. After the Mayweather fight, Tyson wants to fight Jake Paul again. Yes, a rematch. Tyson said, "I'm just hoping after this Floyd fight, maybe we can have a rematch. Yes, I would be interested in that." When asked about Paul's performance in their first fight, Tyson kept it simple. "He did well, but I want to try it again." Let's be real here. Tyson will be 60 years old or close to it when this rematch could happen. He's not fully recovered from the first Paul fight even now. In January 2025, at a big horse racing event in Florida, Tyson admitted to reporters, "I don't know if I'm 100% recovered, but I feel good." He also said he doesn't really remember much of the Paul fight. Back in December, he told Fox Sports Radio, "I don't remember the fight that much. I kind of blanked out a little. I remember coming back from the first round and Jake is doing some kind of bow, and that's the last thing I remember." That's pretty scary when you think about it. A 58-year-old man who barely remembers a fight wants to do it again. But Tyson believes he'll do better this time. He says he's learned how to train properly now. He won't go as hard in the gym. He'll save his energy for the actual fight. He's working with young heavyweight fighters who are 25 and 28 years old, and they don't go easy on him. His trainers push him hard to make sure he really wants to do this. Tyson said his trainers ask him, "You really want to do this?" And he believes he passed their test because he completed all his sparring and training. So what about Jake Paul? What's he up to? Well, Paul had a fight scheduled with Gervonta Davis for November 14, but it got canceled. Davis's ex-girlfriend filed a lawsuit against him for battery and kidnapping, so Paul's promotion company pulled the plug on the whole event. Now nobody knows who Paul will fight next. Paul is 28 years old and won 10 of his 11 professional fights. He started as a YouTuber and turned into a boxer. He's made some big claims too, like saying he could beat Canelo Alvarez, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He's also compared himself to Muhammad Ali, which has annoyed a lot of traditional boxing fans. When Tyson was asked about Paul's comments, he stayed diplomatic and just said, "Everyone is entitled to their opinion." Now, let's talk about how fans are reacting to all this. Many people are not happy. They're worried about Tyson's health and think he should retire for good. Some fans are being pretty harsh about it. One person commented, "If this is true, Unk just wants to spin the block, make back more of the money Don King stole from him." They're basically saying Tyson is only fighting for money. Another fan pleaded, "Mike, please hang up the gloves for your own health." Someone else was even more frustrated and said, "Honestly, I hope the fight happens and I hope Jake Paul knocks this man out because I am absolutely tired of this circus act." And another concerned fan wrote, "Please don't. Stay at home and relax." People are split on this. Some are just done with seeing Tyson fight. Others are genuinely worried about his safety. Many think these comeback fights are hurting his legacy as one of the greatest heavyweight champions ever. Let's remember who Tyson is. He became the youngest heavyweight champion in history at just 20 years old. In 1992, Tyson was convicted of rape and served 3 years in prison. He's had many controversies throughout his career and life. Tyson didn't fight professionally for 19 years until the Jake Paul match. That's a long time to be away from the ring at a professional level. His manager, Amir Abdullah, defended Tyson's performance against Paul. He said, "I know it sounds like a cliche, but I'm proud of a 58-year-old man who came in and did things that 20-year-olds couldn't do. Mike pushed himself to the limit every day in the gym." And the manager also shut down rumors that the fight was fixed. He said, "I always get told, was there a deal? Was there something?" And I'll tell you the answer is absolutely not. Before the Paul fight, Tyson was taking extra health precautions. He asked people around him to wear face masks because he didn't want to get sick during fight week. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations sanctioned the fight as a professional bout, but with special rules. They used 14-ounce gloves instead of the normal 10-ounce gloves to reduce the impact of punches. The rounds were only 2 minutes long, instead of 3. Even with all these safety measures, the fight was still controversial because of the 31-year age gap. It was the biggest age gap in professional boxing history. Now Tyson is talking about fighting again. Not once, but twice. First Mayweather, then possibly Paul again. And recently there was another update. At the Pegasus World Cup horse racing event in January 2025, Tyson said he plans to start training again next month, but he was quick to clarify he's not training to fight. He said, "I'm just getting in shape." His wife, Lakia Spicer, reportedly won't let him fight anyway. So, what's really going on here? Is Tyson serious about these fights, or is he just keeping himself in the news? Is it about the money, or does he genuinely believe he can perform better? The truth is probably a mix of everything. Tyson needs money. These fights pay huge amounts. But he's also a competitor who hates losing, especially when he knows he wasn't at his best. His health problems before the Paul fight were real and serious. Maybe he does believe he can do better now that he's healthier. But the risks are massive. Tyson is approaching 60. He hasn't fully recovered from his last fight. He blacked out during the Paul match and barely remembers it. Another fight could seriously hurt him. Boxing is dangerous at any age, but especially for someone his age with recent health problems. The Mayweather fight is supposed to be an exhibition, which usually means lighter, safer fighting. But exhibitions can still be dangerous. And if Tyson really fights Paul again in a sanctioned professional match, that's even riskier. Many people think Tyson should walk away and protect his legacy. He's already one of the greatest heavyweights ever. He doesn't need to prove anything.
Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more boxing news.